lofty clouds of western skies, what secrets do you fold into your breasts as you float across the boundless spaces of the heavens? Is the rain you shed gathered teardrops of lost souls who failed to find the golden gates of other worlds? Or are they tears of joy sent back to us as a blessed assurance that in the great beyond there shall be no more need for sorrow nor weeping? Is the thunder that you roll the symbol of a lost hope, or just the percussion of the heavenly orchestra? Is the lightning you flash a warning of perdition, or the baton of the leader of the heavenly symphony, guiding us over the rough places in the score? So does Pinto Pete meditate as he sits his little pinto pony, calmly awaiting the arrival of his tardy guests at the mouth of the gap. Shall we hurry and join him and his ranch boys in an evening of western life and song?
Say, Pinto, you know, I've sure got a good joke on Curly tonight.
Why, spill it, Jack.
All right. You know, you'd never guess it to look at him, but that boy's a poet.
A what? A poet?
Sure.
What did you say, Jack? A what?
A poet. That's one of these fellers that writes about birds and roses and all.
For God's sakes, Curly, have you been feeding on larkspur and the crazy weed?
Oh, no. Jack's just trying to hoorah me here in front of these people.
I am, huh? Well, what's this look like?
Hey, you give me that paper, Dad.
No, you hang on with Jack.
Sir, I'm going to read it.
No, you ain't.
Let him read it. Come on now, Curly. Come on, be good sport.
Oh, Jack, now don't read that. I was just a practice.
Well, here she goes anyway. It starts like this. I love your eyes so pretty and blue.
Oh, hush.
And your lips 'cause they're so red. I love your teeth 'cause none of 'em's out.
Oh,
And the way you carry your head. You're sure a nice little heifer in the prize A1 winning class.
hush, Jack.
And you're just as plump and pleasing as a prairie dog feeding on grass.
Boy, that calls for a song. Let one go.
By the mill where they made sweet cider, I made sweet love to you. The mill wheel was turning as I sat there yearning for one kiss, the sweetest I knew. On the hill by the old town chapel, those evening bells will chime. I'll always remember that golden November, sweet cider time when you were mine. We were picking berries at old Aunt Mary's when I picked a blushing bride. As we strolled home together, I just wondered whether I could win you forever if I tried. And at love's suggestion, I paused the question and asked you to be mine. By your kisses, I knew you picked me when I picked you in berry picking time. By the mill where they made sweet cider, I made sweet love to you. The mill wheel was turning as I sat there yearning for one kiss, the sweetest I knew. On the hill by the old town chapel, those evening bells will chime. I'll always remember that golden November, sweet cider time when you were mine.
Boy, that's good stuff.
Say, boss, can you imagine Curly trying to get romantic and ending up by calling a gal a heifer?
Oh, that's not all, Jack. As I recall Curly's masterpiece, he also compared her to a prairie dog.
My golly, that was right.
Now, let me tell you something, Curly. Most women don't like to be compared to anything. And what's more, you should never remind them that they're pleasingly plump.
Well, I'll be blamed if I can see why. There's nothing more prettier than a little gal that carries a good amount of beef on her, by
Agreed,
thunder.
Curly.
Believe me, fellas, when it comes to women, give me the well-fed kind, not these here half-starved ones.
You must like them buxom.
You betcha I do. The buxomer, the better.
Curly, talking about buxom, do you remember Clementine?
Where'd she live?
Well, you just sit there and I'll tell you all about her. Get up close, Joe, here. I'm going to tell you a story.
Tell away.
In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, lived a miner, a 49er, and his daughter, Clementine. Light she were, and like a feather, and her shoes were number 9. Sardine boxes without topses, sandals were for Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Drove she duckling to the water every morning just at 9. Stubbed her toe upon a sliver, fell into the foaming brine. Ruby lips upon the water, flowing bubbles soft and fine. Alas for me, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine.
Oh, that's
sad
grand,
story,
Jack.
wasn't
Indeed.
Say, Mr. Port, would you write me one of them poems for my girl?
Say, Mr. Shug, how would you like to have this blamed guitar wrapped around your blooming head?
Hey, cut it out mocking me. If you're looking for a little long rest, just try rapping it there.
Well, I'll
Strike up the band, boys. They're off again.
Say, boss, you know we've been kind of slatting Jerry lately. Why don't you play something for that old boy and you sing it?
Say, that's right, Jack. And especially tonight when he's wearing a nice green shirt and he's got his fiddle all wrapped up in a green cloth.
I wonder what this tune's going to be.
Well, you just guessed, Jack. Sure, a little bit of heaven fell from out the sky one day, and nestled on the ocean in a spot so far away. And when the angels found it, sure it looked so sweet and fair. They said, suppose we laid it, for it looks so peaceful there. So they sprinkled it with
And now, boys, let's have just one little chorus of Dixie. How about it? Down south, huh? Let me go.
Are you from Dixie? I said from Dixie, where the fields of cotton beckon to me. Are you from Dixie? I said from Dixie, and the friends I'm longing to see. If you're from Alabama, Tennessee, or Carolina, any place below the Mason-Dixon line, then you're from Dixie. I said from Dixie, and I'm from Dixie too.
Friends, the moon is high and the stars are doing their best to light your way safely back to camp. Pinto Pete and his ranch boys welcome you at any time. Come again. So long.